think it's important, and I really don't know what the context, I know you were saying that you were watching it, but I think it's important to understand why you should have a list, right? So you have to know what it is that you want. And if you're in these streets and you're really looking to not be single anymore in these streets, right, then you got to know what you're looking for.
You absolutely have to know what you are looking for. I think that when we have a list, when we're putting things on our list, we need to be intentional with what it is that we want. So again, listen, I want you guys, if you have a list, let us know in the comments if you have a list. Or you like, nah, I don't need a list.
Right. If you are like that mindset of you really don't need a list, right? But you, at the end of the day, I feel like, Toya, you have to know what you're looking for. You have to know, and you have to write it down. Because if you don't have a plan, how are you going to get anywhere? It's like with anything. It's like with goals. When you're trying to achieve something and you want to write your goals down, right? So if your goal is to not be single anymore, why wouldn't you write down what you're looking for so that you do get that?
And so listen, when you're writing your list, you want to think about who you are. And you want to think about really what is it that you want in your person, in a relationship. What do you want out of that? And once you start to write that down, you can kind of assess and kind of see, like, you know what, like, I'm looking for this, and like maybe that works, maybe that doesn't work. But it gives you really a framework for what it is, what the ultimate goal is. Because like we said, we're not trying to be in these streets single for long.
I think it's important. Something that you said that was really important is, what is it that you want? That list, though, it is a working document. You know what I mean? Like, it's a working document, because sometimes, like, I had stuff in my list when I did it last year that now I'm like, okay, I'm adding this, I'm taking this out, right? There are things that I know now that I don't want, and things that I actually do want that are important, right? Understand that the list is not exactly set in stone. It's just a good way for you to be like, okay, this is what I want, right? I want him to be this tall. I want, I want him to love Jesus,
Yes. Yes. Listen, what are they saying out here? Listen, if Bae don't pray, Bae can't stay.
If Bae don't pray, he can't stay.
We're not doing that. Absolutely. But I love
And I think it's important to understand that it's not that we don't want that on the list. Because I'm going to be honest, on my list,
listen,
I have on my list, I have the 6. I need somebody who is like 5'9" minimum, right?
Oh.
So I have those things on my list. I have a nice well-groomed beard, right? I like those little things on my list. But I think when you talk about substance, it's what are the things, to Toya's point, what are the things, right, Toya, that are going to keep you there? That when the beard goes away, when the grays come in, when the, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going to keep you there? That's the substance.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, when we're talking about substance, Giselle, like we talked about this before, okay? In our little conversations that we have, we've talked about integrity. We've talked about character, guys.
Yeah.
We want to be looking at a person's character because yes, he's fine. Yes, he's 6'2". Y'all know 6'2" is my sweet spot. Yes, he got the well-groomed beard. Yes, he ain't nothing like a good smelling man. Come on, y'all.
Yes.
Okay. However, does he treat you right? How do you feel in his presence? How do you feel after you've had a conversation with her? Come on, fellas. How do they leave you feeling? These are the things that we need to be looking at, and these are the things that need to go on our list. Because let me tell you, when you have those things on your list, ain't no need to rip up the list because we know where we're going with this.
Right. And what's important, so here's the thing, right? When you talk about substance, it's really a matter of your preference, because nobody can tell you what substance is to you, right? But you got to know what the substance is to you. So for me, right, we talked about how I want somebody who goes to church.
Yes.
I want somebody who knows God, who operates in his purpose. Purpose is big with me. Everybody who knows me knows purpose is big with me. So my list is there, and it says he's aligned with his purpose. He understands and knows, and he operates in it. Like, those are the things that you need to know. You need to know what's substance to you.
Right. Absolutely. I love that, because we have to start going from what we want. Absolutely, it's important. But then at a certain point, you need to shift into, what do I need?
Yeah.
What do I need? What is going to sustain me? So I love that you talked about purpose, right? Because we know, listen, he got to have a vision.
Yeah.
He needs to know where his purpose is, because how you lead me somewhere and you don't even know where you're going.
You know what I mean? You got to know where you're going.
Listen, ladies, we really need you guys to think about those things. It is so important important. We have to look beyond surface. We have to look beyond those things.
Right. And I love that you said that. I'm going to say why. This other thing, right? So we were previously married, both of us previously married. Okay. We were divorced. And one of the things that I understood in my marriage, and I know you can relate to this, is people say it's 50-50. It's not no 50-50, y'all. You cannot be 50-50. It is 100-100. This is why you have to Toya's point, you don't got to be perfect, but you absolutely have to do your part. You got to do it for you first, because you got to be at 100. And then when he comes in, he's at 100, right? And y'all come together so that if any one of y'all is like, but the other more towards, sis, are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? Are you that person on the list, right? So you can't ask for something that you yourself are not reflecting, right? Because he might be looking for somebody who's in shape, who eats healthy. He might be looking for somebody who has a budget, right? Who is financially savvy. So on my list, I have financially savvy and he's a giver. Guess what I am, y'all? I gotta be financially savvy too, right? Because how am I gonna have, low credit score? No, I don't manage my money, right? I don't do what I have to do. I'm always spending. And here I have this man. And here's why you want to do this. I'm going to tell you why you want to do this. Because when he leaves, if you're not already doing things, if you don't already have structure and have things in place, it's going to be hard for him to lead you.
Absolutely.
You cannot wait until the man is in your life to say, okay, I'm going to change. Let me go ahead and get my life together now because I got my boo and he's going to lead me. Yes. I promise you're going to have a difficult time.
Yes, and
Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe to B3 Media on YouTube.
Be entertained, be informed, and be inspired with B3 Media TV, the network for brilliant, brave, and bodacious women.